Okay, have you ever made a financial decision that you regretted later? One that left you wondering, what was I thinking? Well, here's the truth. You weren't thinking, probably. Your brain was hijacked by emotions. And today I'm going to show you exactly how this happens and how we can stop it. And this literally happened to me when I realized I needed to walk away from my franchise business because it wasn't ever going to make money and it was bleeding me dry. When I realized that, my brain got flooded. It got hijacked by so much emotion. This is because our brain processes, some say like 70,000, 80,000 thoughts a day, and 95% of our financial decisions are made by our emotional brain, not our rational mind. Think about that for a second. Those impulse purchases, panic selling during market dips, like we're having right now. The stock market is lower than it's been in a very long time, and people are panicking. If you've had a financial setback, people avoid looking at their bills or their bank accounts. That's not logic driving the decisions to not look at your bank account. That is emotion hijacking in action. But the good news is, once you understand how your brain gets hijacked, you can take it back. You can get back control. And today we're diving deep into the science of emotional hijacking and strategies to take it back. Your brain has one primary mission: to keep you alive. This worked great when we were running from tigers in the caveman days. But in today's world, your brain treats the dipping stock market like a predator attack. It triggers what is called fight or flight response. And this happens in your prefrontal cortex, the rational decision part of your brain. So when this happens, this fight or flight, your prefrontal cortex, the rational decision making part of your brain, literally goes offline. Instead, your survival brain takes over, floods your system with stress hormones, and hijacks your ability to think clearly. Shazad Sharman's book, Positive Intelligence, talks about these hijackers. He calls them saboteurs, and they regularly are the negative voices in our head. And he has named them. One is called the judge, who constantly is judging you and criticizing you. Then one is the controller, who's trying to prevent any possibility of loss, who wants to control things. There's a victim saboteur who is feeling helpless and can't do anything. And I think there's 9 saboteurs, and these are naming those negative voices in your head. These saboteurs aren't character flaws. They're protective mechanisms that have gone wrong and we don't need anymore. We needed them back in the cave days and we don't now. So they're overzealous security guards in your brain trying to keep you safe, but actually holding you back. As humans, we don't want to experience negative thought. But the reality of life, this is a true reality, is that life is 50-50. 50 good, 50 rough. And that's just how it is. And we want negative thoughts and emotions or experiences because that's what gives us perspective that makes us really appreciate and love the other 50. Like a car needs both an accelerator and a brake. Our life and our financial success requires both positive and negative emotions. The problem isn't having these saboteurs and having negative emotions. That's going to happen in life because we're in this thing called life and we're humans. It's that we don't want to be controlled by them. Understanding that life will naturally be 50-50 helps us stop fighting it and realize it and then can take control of it. Think of your emotional state or your emotional well being as kind of a gas tank. You wouldn't wait until you're stranded on the highway to think about getting gas, right? That's exactly what most people do with their emotional energy. Instead of waiting for motivation or confidence to strike randomly, we need to actively manage our emotional fuel tank through mental fitness. And that's what Shazar Charmaine's book is all about. To prevent your emotional hijackers, you need to create 3 tools. And I talked about this in a different way in the previous video, but you need to pause. You need to recognize the physical signs in your body when you are starting to be emotionally hijacked. And you know those. They're sickness to your stomach, heavy chest, shoulders up. Your body reacts to these emotions. And so you need to take note of that when that's happening. And then you need to question your thoughts. Like I said before, they aren't true. They're not reality. They're not you. You need to question this. Is this thought true? Is it helpful? Is it necessary? What would things be like if I didn't have this thought? And just this few seconds to get in tune with what you're thinking and if it's true can help you do a turnaround. Because you need to remember your brain's emotional hijacking isn't a glitch. It's a feature of us as human that is trying to protect you. And again, in today's world, we don't need that. It's an ancient survival mechanism that does more harm than good. So by understanding that we have these saboteurs and accepting the fact that life is going to be 50-50, 50 good and 50 hard, then we can actively manage our emotional fuel tank. Just like you go to the gym to lift weights, you need to go to the mental gym and work on your emotional management. These tools don't just prevent bad financial decisions, they empower you to make consistently better ones. So, what happens when life throws you a major financial curveball? In our next video, we're going to dive into emotional resilience. Check it out here. Emotional resilience is the secret weapon of successful people. And we'll talk about why some people bounce back stronger from a setback while others stay stuck. And if you want to understand more about where your current money mindset is, put quiz in the comments and I'll send you my free money mindset assessment. Remember, you have the power to change your financial future, and I'm here cheering you on every step of the way.